Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Julie of Julie's Plans. So Hannah over at Hand Can Plan got a few of us together to talk about our 2022 planner stacks. So 2022 is right around the corner, and yeah, we're all probably thinking about what planner or planning system we're going to use to get us through the new year. So I'm super thankful to Hannah for including me in this collaboration. I will be sure to leave the list of other channels that are participating down below in the description box, so be sure to check them out. I cannot wait to see what everyone else is using, although sometimes that's a bad thing because I am easily influenced and make poor choices all the time. So she gave each of us a couple of questions to answer as we discuss our 2022 planner stacks. So let's go ahead and get started. So first question is, she like really just cut to the chase. What are your 2022 planner choices and why? So I've got my stack right here, and it probably doesn't come as much of a surprise to you guys, but the majority of my system will be with Moxie Life this year. This year they introduced some new covers in their flagship collection. I do have a full review on my channel that I will also link down below, but I am just, as much as I don't enjoy the coil of the flagship planner, this is something that I definitely wanted to keep in my lineup. And part of it is just because maybe nostalgia is probably not the right word, but the flagship planner is the original planner of the Moxie Life brand. In the horizontal in particular, I will be using this one for journaling and the majority of my memory keeping. At least that's the plan for now. When I tell you guys that I have already been rethinking this probably 20 times, yes, I have. I don't have this system perfectly down to a science, but for now, I think that this will definitely be my journal and my memory keeping planner. And I got mine in the chevron. It's really hard to see the cover through the screen, but it is a beautiful off-white with a little bit of a gray chevron design on there, and it's just absolutely stunning. So for my daily planner, again, this isn't going to come as much of a surprise to you guys, but I will be using the Moxie Life daily quarterly planners on a spiral. This has been one of the most exciting things to launch in the planner community in quite some time. This is definitely a favorite of mine. In the last couple of years, I've really dove into daily planning. It's just more my jam, more so even than a weekly planner, and that's something that I've really considered completely cutting out of my system. I haven't completely made a decision just yet, but it's probably coming soon because the daily is just where it's at. And what I love about this particular daily is that it includes a weekly view. It is a week on one page, and being A5, it is a little bit smaller, but this is just a great size for on the go. And it does come in 4 different colors, and I've ordered my whole set for the whole year, so I'm pretty excited about this system. So this is definitely going to be for my daily planning. All right, next up, even though I said I have considered getting rid of my weekly, I am going to start the year off including a weekly in my lineup because it's almost out of habit. So this is where I'm kind of do I really need to keep this? Is it helpful? I don't know. I'm not ready to let go of it. So for now, it's a yes. And that will be the vertical 6-month undated from Moxie Life. And the exciting part is that this year it is on a coil. So to have a weekly Moxie Life on a coil is super exciting. Again, it is undated, so that could be challenging in some areas, but I've kind of over this last year especially just gotten used to undated systems. So it's not really a big deal. Just make sure you order some date covers if you don't like writing in your dates. Okay, so next question was, what planners are on your wish list or possible additions for 2022? I feel like this is a trap. So honestly, nothing is off the table with me. You guys know that. I'm always willing to try new things when it comes to planning, but something that's kind of taken me by surprise is the idea of possibly introducing A5 rings again. And I think it may just be because of this cover. So over, I think it was Black Friday weekend, someone else shared that the Mom Agenda had this like gorgeous A5 rings. I haven't even had a chance to review it for you guys, but the second I saw it, I was like, I need this. I have no idea how I will use it, but I may try to figure out how to make this a part of my lineup. The great thing is that, again, it's A5, it's rings, it even includes like the dividers and things like that. Again, I'll try to get a review up for you guys here shortly, but it's so freaking pretty, and I love anything with animal print. That's the thing. If you put animal prints on a hot bag of garbage, I will probably buy it. So this is a maybe. One of the cool things is that this could still work with the Moxie Life system because they've introduced inserts this year, which is super exciting, and just kind of including more types of planners in the community, which is super exciting, but not exciting for my wallet. But this is one that I'm probably going to consider adding at the very, very least for business and social media type things. This whole thing could go sideways and I won't touch it again. I mean, I'm gonna let you guys take your own personal bets there, but that is just a possibility. I also feel like discs are also always a possibility because I have a soft spot for particularly half liter discs. I think that they are just a great size, a great system, similar to rings in a way, except with discs you can fold over on itself, which is also great. So I'm not gonna lie, that could very well be added throughout the year. I feel like everything is possible. The only system that I could truly say that I just am not a fan of is your like bound books. So like a bullet journal type style where there's no coil, there's no rings, there's nothing. It's just a book and you can't fold it over on itself. So I'm not a huge fan of those because I'm honestly just not sure. I've tried a few of them over the years and I almost like panic because you can't really move things around, right? Even on a spiral, you can cut pages out and move them on the spiral technically. So, but with a bound book, it's not as possible. You could cut pages and glue them on top of other pages, but I don't know. No, those just don't work for me. So the third question I've kind of already answered, and that is, what journals and goal setting systems do you plan on incorporating in 2022? So like I said, I'll be using that flagship Moxie Life as my journal. Now goal setting, that is something that I am still kind of like, because the majority of what I'm using is Moxie Life, is figuring out which Moxie Life planner to keep my goals in, because I don't want to spend the year writing goals over and over and over again in all of these different Moxie Life systems, because they all come with the goal setting, which is fantastic. But now I have to choose exactly where that is going to happen. So that part is still undecided, sort of, because I know that it will be Moxie Life. I just don't know in exactly which version it needs to happen in. Part of me says do it in the flagship because one, it's dated, two, it's the 12-month version, so I would have the entire year in there, and the journaling and memory keeping and all of that can be linked in with my goal setting, which I think kind of goes hand in hand, at least for me personally. So that's my roundabout answer of I'm not 100% sure. All right, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Once again, be sure to check out the other creators that Hannah has included in this collaboration. I will leave their names down below in the description of this video. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're already subscribed, make sure you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone. I have a really soft spot for discs, especially for, that sounded really bad, let's try that again.